want to turn to audience questions, and we have our first one from Gano Whetstone from Des Moines.
Mr. Yang, I'm a retired teacher and I have a question on voting rights. I believe that the right to vote is something should never be taken away. If elected president, will you commit to ensuring full voting rights for every American citizen, including those who are currently incarcerated, on parole, or have prior felony convictions?
First, Dana, thank you for teaching our kids. Educators make the world go around. As the parent of 2 children myself, I've got one boy who's autistic in a special needs school and the other in public school, so I'm so grateful to the work that teachers do every day. I will 100% commit to full voting rights for all Americans, including those who are incarcerated and have prior felony convictions, with one exception. If they have deprived another American of their right to vote permanently, then they cannot vote themselves. But other than that, even if you're in jail, you should be able to vote. We have to try and help people reintegrate into society. And there are many things we can do to make voting rights easier. I mean, we all know what's happening right now. We're saying to everyone, hey, great news, you can vote. And then we put up all these obstacles along the way. So, among the things we should do, 1, make Election Day a national holiday. Number 2, have automatic voter registration when you get your driver's license or any other government documentation. Vote by mail. Just try and make it easier instead of harder. I'm going to propose something. I've already proposed it. I'm not making any news here. But this is something that Americans are just waking up to. We should lower the voting age to 16. And hear me out as to why we should do this. Here are the advantages. The earlier you vote, the more likely you are to vote throughout your life. It would turn every public school into a political hotbed where they actually would be talking about politics junior and senior year, transform the culture. And number 3, if you're 16, you can pay taxes if you work, so you should know where the taxes are going, and you're going to be on this planet longer. The primary counter-argument to this is that 16-year-olds are not well informed enough and their brains aren't fully formed enough to be able to vote. To which I would say it's not like we're giving pop quizzes to people who are voting now. You know? We know people are showing up to vote that haven't exactly gone through like copious white papers on candidate positions. So to me, I think we need to trust our young people and empower them and have them feel like they're part of the political process from day one. Another thing I would do to strengthen our democracy that people don't talk enough about, I would support local journalism. Because the fact is it's very hard to vote, particularly on community matters, if you don't have a local paper covering things anymore. And almost 2,000 local newspapers have gone out of business. Why? Because all of their revenue floated up to the internet. And here in America, the market rules all. So if the market says you no longer have a local paper, you don't have a local paper, and democracy suffers. As your president, I would put billions of dollars to work in matching grants to help communities transition to sustainable public-private models of journalism that could be headquartered in public libraries to try and move us to a point where everyone knows what's going on in their community, because you can't have a functioning democracy otherwise.